Can you smell what the rock is jizzing?
And I don't know if it was that night or a different night, but I remember when I got my first kiss, the song Steady As She Goes was playing, and I hated the fuck out of that song at the time. So I remember like her and I created a lie where we were like, we're listening to 2 Weeks by All That Remains. Bro, that is so cringy, bro. We're like, no, we were listening to cool music. You're talking about wanting to read an advertisement.
I do.
Yeah, and
this is a real thing.
I took it to heart, and I was like, I want Hunter to achieve that dream, so maybe I'll just make an ad.
Hey, Bill.
Yes, Hunter?
I don't know how to say this.
You don't know how to say most things. You're so fucking dumb.
You were right. And some Reese's Pieces. Straight in the trash.
But you're going straight in the trash?
I hate them.
The fuck's wrong with you?
I fucking hate Reese's.
Does that mean
Pieces.
You also hate peanut butter M&Ms?
No, I like those.
What?
I want you to make a clip out of this now.
Okay.
Action.
Hey, it's the Hunter and Billy Can't Fight Show.
Let's talk about that.
Introducing first in the left corner.
Will you be my Valentine girl?
Introducing
Sorry.
seconds in the right corner.
Oh, she won't, but I will.
Let's get ready to...
Hello, and welcome to the Hunter and Billy Can't Fight Show. I'm Bill.
And I'm Hunter.
Welcome back, guys. For us, it feels like it's been a hot minute, because I think it was 2 weeks ago that we filmed the last episode, so
Yeah.
we're kind of cutting it close for the Valentine's Day episode. Hey, if you're out there and you don't have a Valentine, we can be your Valentine, even though we're both taken. Well,
Yeah, we can, but like... non-exclusively.
I was like, you sighed in a way where you were like, oh, I forgot to tell you, I'm single now. I was going to be like, what the fuck? Did we just not talk? That'd be crazy. But yeah, welcome to episode 17. Pretty crazy, man. It's nuts because, after last week, we were talking a lot about dating and bad dates and whatever. I guess in theory, if we could have waited the extra week, it would have made more sense for that episode to come out
this week. Well, no, we don't want to spread negative relationship
that's a good
things
point.
in the era of Valentine's Day. This is when you're supposed to snuggle up with your loved one. Mm-hmm. Maybe watch a movie.
Maybe give him a high five,
Maybe take him to the playground.
Push him on a swing.
Yeah, maybe share your snacks.
A little
snack
snacky
time.
pools, dude. Damn. What's crazy for us right now is as we sit here right now, we're currently going viral on TikTok.
Yeah, close enough.
Yeah, I mean, I would say.
I'd say after it hits 500K.
Yeah, then it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I'd say it's an accomplishment.
Oh, yeah. And maybe not pretty big deal. Like, I'm not trying to flex, because I know there's
No.
people out there that have had more, but just for us, I mean...
Yeah, we never thought it would get this far.
Yeah, so it's cool.
Yeah, so thanks, guys.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I love all of you, and I'm happy you're giving us two a chance out here.
Yeah, if you're new to the show because of the crazy-ass episode last week or from the viral TikTok, we really appreciate it, Last week, I felt a little insecure to be like, oh, this is the episode that's blowing up, just because, we were new to having a guest on the show. We didn't follow our usual,
Format.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, format. And also, I was so ill prepared going into that episode, because I was I had a rough idea of how I wanted the episode to go, but I didn't communicate that with anybody. So while we're in it, I felt like me specifically, I just kept being like, well, hold on a second. And I'm because in my head, I'm like, we should really get into the numbers before we talk about the story, but we already started talking about the story. And I was like, I wish I would have just enjoyed the conversation and shut the fuck up. But, that's part of learning. And we've gotten a lot of pretty constructive comments, which have been very nice. And I appreciate people that are even positive or negative taking the time to comment on the show. It's been very nice.
Yeah, I mean, even if it's negative, if you guys are telling us, you're helping us grow, you're helping us learn. We're doing this all together. Mm-hmm. And yeah, man, I never thought it would get this far. Obviously, we got our goals.
Yeah,
we know what we want to do. We want to keep pumping out content. And honestly, I'm excited.
I thought, we nailed the podcast and conversation with Alissa. And then there's people out there that are ridiculing us for like laughing about the matter. And then I have to be like, one, I'm related to her. So it's like we've clearly talked beforehand,
Right.
and there's a level of comfort we have on what I can or can't say.
Well, that, and then also we weren't laughing at the situation.
No.
We were laughing about how cringy this guy was.
That and the fact that it turned out to be okay.
Right.
Like, obviously something crazy and shitty happened, but, you know, it would be totally different if the tagline was, girl gets stabbed because a guy
Right.
follows her home. I would not be making a joke about that.
Right.
So, and we're very lucky that guy didn't do something that fucking crazy, even though he had every opportunity to do so. But at that point, it was just funny to laugh at him. There's a viral TikTok out now of him basically crying, being like, let me call my black friends, which
Right.
is hilarious. That's just
Yeah.
objectively funny.
Like, the guy just made a fool out of himself. And that was what we were laughing at.
yeah.
We were laughing at how cringy this guy was, how crazy this guy was, and mainly just the fact that, like, dude was a dork. Like, he was just,
Dude.
he's a goober.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, like, what happened was crazy. And yes, it was probably very scary for Alissa, and we both understood that.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, it was like what he was doing was objectively funny. Not him being racist, not him being crazy. The shit he was saying and how much of a clown that he looked.
Yeah. And another thing I wanted to clean up a little bit was like, so Alissa was worried about a point that we made on the pod where you essentially were calling her a hero for not doxing him,
Right.
essentially. And I still agree with that stance. I don't know if I'd use the word hero, but it gets to a point where the more she shares, the more blood gets on her hands if something really bad happens.
Right.
You know, I'm with her. If he loses his job over it, fuck him. Who cares? But
Right.
if he loses a limb, you know what I mean? Not as cool.
And that's kind of what I meant. Like,
Yeah.
he could have gotten severely hurt. His life could have gotten extremely fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that, like, he doesn't deserve some of that.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
agree with
also, like, that's what I'm saying. She was really the bigger person for not completely fucking him.
that. It's tough.
There's
Okay.
people who comment on the shit saying, like, I want to know where this guy is.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's where it's like, okay, well, we're not trying to let Alissa, or we are not trying to put stuff on there to where we're assisting in a murder.
Exactly. That's where it comes to, because like the platform, how viral it went. Unfortunately, it does come with some level of responsibility, where it's like, okay, like there's people that want to harm this guy. If I'm the only thing stopping that, like if the information I'm withholding is what's protecting this guy from at least not getting hurt, like to a level he shouldn't be protected on some things,
Right.
because if you're going to openly be racist, then of course you deserve to face the consequences of that mindset. But do I think the consequence should be judge, jury, executioner in the hands of TikTok?
Right.
No. You know what I mean?
And not only that, but it's also like, yeah, I mean, like, realistically, I'm willing to put money on it that his friends that he was talking about don't know he's openly being racist
Dude.
in public restaurants.
I loved so much. There were so many comments, mostly from like black people being like, "Ah, God, I would hate to be that fucking friend he called." And there is like, it sucks because I will say the thing that's not funny about that is there is probably a pressure. Like they were saying, there's probably a pressure on whoever the people are that he's talking about that are like, I have to be cool with this guy and I can't confront him on this. So of course he gets the pass to say the N-word or whatever. And like that's a bigger problem in and of itself. But even if it wasn't like that, if it was like, oh, I'm just really cool with this guy, so yeah, he's allowed to say it, that's embarrassing too. You know what I mean? To be like, I don't know. If I'm a black guy and I give the N pass to a white dude and then he's just out about saying it without
Right.
me around,
Right.
I don't think I'd be like, well, I did give him the pass, guys. You know what I mean? I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
Bro? You can say it to me, and even then you shouldn't. But you know what I mean? Like,
That shit's not cool.
it's just whack.
But I definitely want to thank everybody for the support on it, and I want to thank Alissa for coming on.
God, yeah. She's great.
I want to thank Alissa for choosing us to tell her story.
Yes.
I'm sorry she went through it.
Yeah.
She's handling it like a trooper.
Dude, for sure. The last thing I want to say about it, just for the sake of it. So, as I mentioned before, like, I really appreciated all the comments that were kind of shitting on us for interrupting a lot, or making it a hard listen for some people because maybe we're laughing, maybe we're goofing, whatever the show is, whatever. And I could easily sit and be like, well, it's my show, but I don't feel that way because who I am 10 guests from now hopefully isn't a hard listen. It was just a lack of confidence and a lack of experience that created that to happen, and I take that criticism wholeheartedly, like of it being a bad thing. When I first read the comments, part of me was like, well, I'm just a dude that likes to goof, so I interrupt a lot, and whether that's right or wrong, that's just my personality, blah, blah, blah. And then I wanted to add segments to the show because I didn't originally. Usually if people are listening, if you're on YouTube, usually the show is segmented in the time bar. You can see when we talk about what and when we change the subject. I didn't do that for that episode because I was like, it's mostly like we do crowd control and then we just talk about the story. So there's no point in segmenting it. And then a comment was like, it would be helpful if you segmented this. And so I went, okay. And I went in. So I had to rewatch the episode for the first time in honestly like a week. And as I was trying to do those segments, I was getting really frustrated with myself because I was like, I'd put the time code in and I'd say what we're talking about essentially. And then I'd be listening. Then 2 minutes later, I changed the subject. And I'm like, okay, do I put in a new time code now? Or do I just like let it ride? I was like, we probably go back on track and I'll listen. Then 5 minutes goes by and I haven't cleaned up the mistake I just made. So now I got to go back 3 minutes, like change the fucking title and all this stuff to the segment, and that was happening a lot. And so I was realizing, I was like, no, these criticisms are like really founded. Like I take full responsibility for just gutting the fuck out of that conversation. I wish I would have. I was too focused on the people listening rather than just enjoying the conversation, and then the conversation would have been good to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was just an insecurity because I never did it before. And anyways, all this long-winded stuff. I just appreciate the feedback. And I wish I knew a way to make it sound funnier right now.
Right.
But it's just, I very rarely feel like I get a comment and I feel like I actually grew from it or gained anything from it. But there was a lot of comments like that, and instead of being offended or being like insecure, I was like, no, I'm going to hear them out because they're new. They gave the show a shot. We've been seeing the numbers. They're trying. And the fact that they then didn't like it and felt the need to be like, I don't like it because this, I was like, that's just awesome.
Right.
Like asking anybody to just do effort is an insane ask these days. And these people just did it.
Right.
So positive or negative, I really appreciate you trying out the show and telling me what you thought of it. So
yeah, and then as far as the interrupting thing goes, if I was interrupting, I apologize too. I was learning about the entire story on the podcast. I had not seen the TikTok. I did not know anything going in, so I was trying to get as much information I could to kind of give my feedback or my take on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I commented on that. So I met up with Alissa like a couple days before we filmed. Originally, it was just to hang out with her and kind of talk about the show. And I was like, I don't want to know the story. Like, I want to be as blind as Hunter going into it. And then I was like, the more details that she was just dropping through natural conversation, I was like, oh shit, like this is like kind of complex, I think. So like maybe I need to know the story so I can steer it. And I'm realizing now that was just a wrong move. I should have just left it alone and been with you on the same page of just being like, we want to know the answers and we'll just let her talk. You know what I mean? Right. Instead, like, she was in the middle of the spicy part of the conversation. I'm like, let's talk about the numbers. When I heard myself do that, I went, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, the ship sailed. You can talk about the numbers later. Let's just get the story out of that. It was silly, but yeah. Anyways, yeah. I didn't mean to talk this long about it, but I guess in theory, I hope a lot of the people that came for the Alissa episode are watching this one, and so I feel the need to say thanks and apologize for that being the first impression of the show.
All right. Mm-hmm. Well, on that note, Bill. You ready to get in a press conference?
I'm ready.
Sir, why can't these men fight? I'm dying to know.
All right, Bill, on this week's episode of Press Conference, this is wrestling related. This is WWE related.
All right.
And this all kind of tracks back to a big story. And I'm going to try to break it down from the jump. If any of you know about this, are wrestling fans, or maybe you're not and you just heard about it, the former owner of the WWE, Vince McMahon, is getting crucified for a lot of allegations and serious stuff that came out. So basically, since that happened, a couple of months back, WWE sold the company to the parent company of the UFC, TKO.
Okay. So
Vince McMahon was no longer in charge of the WWE. So, with that being said, recently, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, signed a contract to be a board member. He is now on the board.
Wow.
He is now one of the chairmen.
Okay.
With that being said, the Royal Rumble just happened.
Okay.
Cody Rhodes wins. He goes back-to-back. He's won this year and last year in the Rumble.
Okay.
Which means he gets to pick his opponent at WrestleMania. He wins the Rumble and immediately stares down Roman Reigns.
Oh, right. Okay.
So now he wants to face Roman again. He
Yeah.
faced Roman last year at Mania, and basically some outside shenanigans stopped him from winning the title.
Okay.
So he wins the Rumble, and then after the Rumble, that Friday after he won, he goes to SmackDown. He comes out. We all think he's about to tell Roman, hey, it's me and you again. He gets to the ring. Now, the past year since he lost to Roman at Mania, they've been building for him to basically face Roman again. They've been feeding us that story.
Okay.
So he gets out to the ring, and we're all ready for him to say, hey, Roman, it's time. We're going again. This motherfucker goes out to the ring and says, I'm going to face you. I want that belt, and it's going to be me and you. And I'm going to face you, but not at Mania.
Oh.
And then he points to he kind of looks back, and then The Rock's music hits.
Oh, no.
Now The Rock comes down to the ring, shakes Cody's hand, whispers in Cody's ear, and then The Rock and Roman have a stare down. Cody leaves.
Oh, no. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate that a lot. Dude,
So Cody, at that point, Cody gave his Rumble main event to The Rock.
That's what I was thinking you were getting at, and what the fuck, bro?
So according to the backstage news, The Rock saw CM Punk go down, and now that he's on the board, he said, I need to save Mania. So, dude, obviously, you know The Rock, and you know how much the wrestling community loves The Rock.
Yeah, of course.
So that leads me to this. So The Rock and Roman stare each other down. The episode ends.
Yeah.
From that Friday till Monday, We Want Cody was trending number 3 and then 2 and then 1 on Twitter, and it stayed trending.
Yeah.
News people were talking about it. It was on ESPN. There was wrestlers in the WWE tweeting, we want Cody.
Okay.
So this was not going over well.
Bro.
Now, the WWE could be working us.
Right.
They could be, but there's no way that they planned for The Rock to come out and everyone would be like, oh, hell no, this is not what we want.
I'm sure especially The Rock thought that people were like, people are going to love this.
Yeah.
I think, dude, okay, first off, knowing the board member backstory, it just becomes cringe.
Yeah.
Just stay behind the scenes, buddy.
Yeah.
We love you, but... And then, I don't know, my immediate thought when you brought up The Rock is, I was like, I don't really know if I like The Rock anymore.
He's gotten a lot of bad rep the past couple of years.
Well, yeah, and so what made me think of, why I don't like him, he's got the same clause in his contract as Vin Diesel, which is they essentially in a film can never get their ass kicked.
Yep.
Which I think is just cringy and hilarious.
Did you hear about the Black Adam thing?
Yeah.
That he tried to go over the director's
He did
head.
the same thing. He's like, I gotta save the DCEU.
Well,
We're
and
like,
then
shut the fuck up.
He
Just
also
play a role.
He said he didn't want Black Adam to be a villain. He wanted to turn him into a superhero to be as big as Superman.
That's another reason I was like, I don't know if I like The Rock anymore. Because I'm like, buddy, just put the ego aside. This reminds me of a story. This is what I thought of when I was thinking about The Rock, and I just want to say this really quick. So when I was in high school, I had to, for my senior year, I had to do an internship as part of my interactive media tech program to get my college credits. And what that was is I do an internship at something involving media. It could be photography, it could be coding, could be whatever the fuck. I went to a film, a film studio in like Avon Lake. It was called OSV Studios. And the goal was I have to work there basically 80 hours or 60 hours or something. And then I have to make like a fucking trifold on what my experience was. So there's a lot of kind of cringy things that happened there that maybe I'll save for another time. Like I met Bob Serpentini.
Is that the car guy?
This is the car guy. Yeah. American and proud of it.
Yep.
So I met him. I met Bob Conrad. Just a bunch of Bobs. Yeah. So, from Conrad's Tires.
Uh-huh.
So, pretty cool. Now, one of the things we had to do is we had to film a furniture commercial for this store in Menor. And there was this blonde chick who I guess would do like the halftime show for the Cavs or something. And then this other woman who was like a sweetheart, dude. I don't remember what her background was, but it was them too. And I'm sure you can. I don't remember the name of the thing, but I'm sure it's on YouTube and I can find it. I'm like behind working the teleprompter, which was scary as fuck. But anyways, fucking, she's doing this thing, and the commercial is essentially she's like the blonde chick. She's saying like, oh, do you like, she says, no loan payments, like no, blah, blah, blah. She's saying no to a bunch of stuff like that most furniture places do. They're like, no, like delivery for free, like things like that. So she's saying no, blah, 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 a bunch. And then the other chick goes, that's exactly what you'll get. You'll get the exact opposite of that here at this place or whatever. So they're in the middle of like their third take, and this blonde chick goes, okay, I'm sorry, guys. Can we switch roles? Because I just feel like this person is just being so like negative, and people who know me will know like I'm not a negative person. And I very loudly go, that's why it's called acting. And the fucking owner of the company literally punched me. And he was honestly right for doing that, because it's like, now I understand, like, he probably fought to get this gig,
right,
and now he's got some dumb fucking kid he's not even paying, just like, you suck, But that's what that made me think of was...
Did he, like, punch your arm or something?
Oh, yeah, dude. He straight clocked the shit out of, like, he was trying to, I think, hit my head, but I saw him pull back, and I went like this, and he hit my shoulder. But he was pissed off, but that guy was an asshole anyway. Again, I'll have to tell some stories from that from another time, because this guy fucking sucked. But anyways... Yeah, I was like, that's why it's called acting. So that's what that made me think of, like, to The Rock.
Right.
When it's like, I can't get my ass kicked, I'm The Rock. And I'm like,
right,
that's why you're an actor.
Yeah.
No one's like, when you're going to see Black Adam,
right,
you're not like, I can't wait to see The Rock, the movie.
You're going to see the characters.
Yeah, bro. I was like, what's his fucking problem, dude? So that's, I don't know. I didn't mean to pop off on that,
good.
But my initial thoughts are that it's cringe to be like, I gotta save WrestleMania. Just like he thought he would save the Shazam movie, and
right,
he just made it worse.
Yep.
And also to just be like, it's how, like, blind could you be to be like, these people, they've been here, they've been working, like they've been putting in the work, and you're just going to come in and be like, actually, I get the main event at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just going to be real.
Well, okay, so then that takes us to the following Monday.
Mm-hmm.
This is after Roman and Rock just stared each other down.
Mm-hmm.
So now Seth comes out and he tells Cody, like, hey, like, what are we going to do here? Are you going to choose me then? Am I facing you at Mania? While they're, like, in the middle of this promo, the unthinkable happens.
Oh, no.
The crowd loudly starts chanting, "Rocky sucks."
Oh, shit.
Which even the announcer, Michael Cole, was like, I haven't heard that since 98. And Seth completely breaks character and goes, I did not expect to hear that tonight.
Wow.
Because, like, The Rock only ever gets positive reactions.
Yeah, right?
But it was like, no, like, this time we don't want you, man. Like, we have this story. We've been building this story. And Cody won the Rumble. Like, what are you doing here?
Wow.
And my take on it is if The Rock would have came back in the Rumble, and he would have won the Rumble, maybe this would be different. But it's like, you gave us what we were expecting, what you've been building towards. So you gave it to us. Cody even pointed at Roman after he won the Rumble, because they had Roman and Seth. They had Roman and Seth in the stands in their own, like, press box.
Yeah.
And Cody pointed at him. So then we're getting the Rocky sucks chance. And it's like, oh, shit.
Wow.
And then after that, The Rock goes on Twitter and says, thank you for all the love and support. And he's like, it's like, bro, how deaf could you be? You know this is going on.
Oh, man.
So then that leads us up to this Thursday.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
This Thursday, WrestleMania press conference.
Okay.
They're going into like a UFC realm where they had this whole arena sold out. Fans went to go see like the first press conference of WrestleMania, and they started doing like press conferences. And The Rock comes out and starts getting booed.
Wow.
So then the unthinkable happened, which this is where this kind of gets better. Kind of, and I'm going to explain my negatives after. He turns heel. He does the unthinkable. The Rock is actually going to be a bad guy.
Wow.
Let's go.
Honestly, that was his only option at
and
this
it
rate.
was, but I didn't think he was going to do it.
Wow.
I thought he was going to force him being the hero down our throats. There's also rumors that he politicianed to save WrestleMania to face Roman, but he also tried to push that he deserves to win.
Bro, like, what are you doing?
That's the backstage reports from notable sources backstage.
Yeah, and I just feel like that's my issue is The Rock is a main character syndrome guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's got to have it all.
Yeah.
You know? That's why his interactions with Kevin Hart were very funny because he was glaringly not the main character.
Right.
But he took it on the chin,
right,
which is what made him likable. You're like, okay, Kevin Hart's making fun of him and he's laughing. That's good. But he has contracts where he's like, just remember, contractually, I can't take the L.
Right.
Which is fucking really, that's so whack, dude. And so it would create in the Fast and Furious movies, for those who aren't aware, if there's a fight between The Rock and Vin Diesel, they basically had a math equation where at the end of it, they would have the same amount of punches and damage contractually, and it was always a tie. Like that, it was crazy. So it was something like if fucking like The Rock puts Vin Diesel through a wall, then Vin Diesel makes him fall 2 stories. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that was, and so like when they had to plan out those stunts, they're like doing all this fucking math. They're like, who's ahead? It can't be either of them. That's fucking cringe.
So
bro.
basically, The Rock goes into this thing where he's like, I don't know if you know this, but Roman Reigns and The Rock are related. They're cousins. So
Hilarious.
The Rock's like, oh yeah, well you can hate, you can want Cody, you can do all this, and you can not like all of this, but you gotta like one thing, and you gotta respect this, and I'm gonna show you. And then he puts us into a little TED talk. He pulls up the family tree. And then he starts talking about like their descendants and how this match is going to be the best match of all time, and it's going to be a match bound by blood. And then they do that handshake.
Oh.
And then Cody, all you hear is the mic, and it's Cody, and he goes, hold on. And he comes out, and he's like, I'm not having this. I won the Royal Rumble, and I'm choosing Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
And then basically that's when the WWE thing starts happening, where they cut their little promos. The Roman Reigns talked about the legendary father of Cody, which is Dusty Rhodes, and said, "You're as irrelevant as your father." And then Cody says, "This is what I want you to kind of react to because it makes no sense."
Okay.
So Roman just said, "You're as irrelevant as your father."
Okay.
So then Cody says, "Oh, you want to bring up my dad like you always do? Let me bring up your family." He said, "Your grandfather." And your grandfather, and then pointed at The Rock, He said both of your grandfathers would be disappointed in you, and he pointed at Roman.
Oh.
So then The Rock steps up and smacks Cody. Okay. And then The Rock starts screaming, don't talk about my family, this, that, and the third. And then The Rock's villain role was, at that point, solely dependent on keep my family out of your mouth. When you talk about his family, you're talking about my family.
Yeah.
This, that, and the third. But Cody said nothing negative about your family. So what are you butthurt about?
I know.
For one. For two, this is on Rock's aspect. You just stared him down in the ring last week. So why are you guys all buddy-buddy now?
Because he still needed a hero role. He's like, I'm a family man. I'm a heel, but I'm a family man.
But it's just like he said nothing negative.
Oh, I agree, but that's how bad it is. Like, The Rock is just a rock in the fucking storyline. So they're like, I don't know, say my grandpa would be disappointed in me, and then I'll just be mad because you shouldn't talk about my family. Because I'm very protective. I mean, I'm a heel, but I'm a protective guy.
You just stared down Roman.
I know. Hey, don't make fun of him. I'm fighting him soon.
Well, so now I guess they're not, because Cody said, I'm choosing you. I have this contract. I won the Rumble. I get to choose. I'm choosing you.
That was so. Like, my other problem was earlier when you were saying like Cody giving up the shot. I'm like, that I don't know, but if I'm a fan of WWE, I would know better. I imagine that's incredibly out of character for Cody to give up something that he fought for
a year,
and then just to be like, actually, The Rock, good guy Rock, I'll give it to him.
Exactly.
Like, why would you ever want that?
After he just said, that's the title I want.
Yeah, bro.
So basically, in his promo, he said,
sense.
I want that title. You barely beat me last year because of your goons.
Yeah.
You cheated me out of that title. I want it. But I'm not going to fight you at Mania. But regardless of any of it, I think now, you want to save WrestleMania, you want to have a big match, let's have fun with this. Let's have a tag team match. Winner take all.
Nice.
If The Rock and Roman win, they get Seth's world title. The Rock can get Seth's world title and Roman keeps his. If Cody and Seth win, Cody gets Roman's belt.
Nice.
So you have a tag team match, not for the tag titles, for both of the world titles. Why not? Winner take all.
That'd be cool. He's like, and I'm thinking I will hold all the titles. And he's like, I say we end Roman Reigns' win streak and we just give it to me. And I'll just hold all of the belts.
He has both of the tag titles.
I know. He wins the Royal
It's him
Rumble.
in a physical Rock.
It's both of his eyebrows. He's just like, yeah, and I think too, like, you know, he has all of the titles and he gets the number 1 spot at the Royal Rumble, or the number 30. He's running down to the end. Everyone's like, come the fuck on.
He wins the Rumble. He's like, I don't have to work on WrestleMania.
He's like, I think for WrestleMania, I'm going to face my couch. We're like, welcome back to WrestleMania. The Rock is not here.
He starts coming out in a Black Adam suit. He's like, I'm the hero.
God, dude. It's crazy, dude.
All right, guys. Well, that's it for press conference. I say we just dive straight into crowd control.
Ooh.
Has anyone seen my dog?
My favorite team won.
Crowd control.
This week for crowd control, which of course is our comment of the week and our Instagram question of the week. Every single week we ask a question on our Instagram and we feature our favorite answers on the show. So follow us at Can't Fight Show if you would like a chance to be on the show. Okay, so for this week we asked... just because, you know, it's Valentine's Day week, you know, I figured it'd be good to say, what's your cringiest experience with a crush? Do you have one off the top of your head at all? It's okay if you don't, but...
Top of my head.
I do, and I don't know if I told it on the pod before. So stop me if at any point this sounds like I've said it on the show before, but when I was in, like, I want to say, like, 3rd or 4th grade, I had like 4 crushes up to that point, but I honestly didn't know what you're supposed to do about that, you know, other than maybe tell them. But other than that, I had no fucking clue, like what the end goal is when you like somebody. I had no fucking idea. So there was this girl in my class. Her name was Samantha. And I was crushing on her hard, dude. Like the whole year. We weren't in the same class. It was just like I'd see her at like recess, and I'm like, God. You know what I mean? And so this new kid starts, and his name's Joe. And so I'm like, I made friends with him. Like, we're talking. I remember I'm on this swing set, and he's like, we're talking. I'm like, hey, you're new. Can you do me a favor and like go over and talk to Samantha and see if she likes me? Don't tell her that I asked, but, you know, maybe just go over there, you know, and see if she likes me, you know, maybe casually bring it up, you know? And he goes, yeah. And so he walks over, and it's Samantha and two of her friends on this bench, like on the playground. And I'm on this swing. And I'm trying to pretend like I'm not really looking, but I'm looking all the fucking time, you know? So I'm swinging. I take a glance over, and Samantha points directly at me, not looking at me, points that way. And he kind of nods, and she turns around, and all of her friends and her turn around and stare at me on this fucking swing. And I'm just pretending like, I'm like, well, what's over here? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not looking. And he like says something, he nods his head, and then he walks back over to me, and he doesn't say a word. And I was like, what'd she say? And he's like, she didn't really say anything. I was like, what did you say? And he's like, oh, I asked her if she had a crush on you. She said, why? And I said, because you had a crush on her. And I was like, motherfucker, I gave you explicit directions to not mention me. Dude, so I was like, well, that's a crush gone to time. The day ends. I'm waiting for my grandma to come pick me up. And Samantha beelines it up to me, and she goes, hey, you know, I'm really flattered that you have a crush on me, but my dad says I'm too young to date. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, for sure. And she like walks away. And immediately I turned to some stranger next to me. I'm like, what is dating? What is that? You know, I get in the car, and I was like, I said to my grandma, I was like, what's dating? And she's like, oh, why are you asking? I was like, because somebody said it to me, and I have no idea what it is. And I just think there's something so funny about the innocence of having a crush, where you're just like, I don't know, I see ya, I get butterflies in the tummy, and that's enough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so hey, shout out Samantha, she's married. Anyways, I'm just kidding. Anyways, so yeah, that was the question, is what is your cringiest experience with a crush? Hunter, hit him with it.
This comes from Rhiannon Marie 41. Taking me to a car show 5 hours into PA, where his ex-girlfriend was also there with her new dude. Yikes.
Damn. I'm also wondering if I should change the format of how we ask the questions, because I feel like sometimes I'm asking like long questions, and people like they can't finish their thought. I don't know if there's a character limit. So,
yeah.
Anyways,
well, with this one, someone call Steve Harvey.
Why? Someone
call Jerry Springer.
Why?
Because this is rough, man.
Oh, okay. Okay. For some reason, I thought you were like hyping up to be like, because that's cap. I was like, you're like, I was there. It was 3 hours. The ex-girlfriend wasn't there. Can you imagine? I'm like, why did you have so many facts? No, I'm kidding. But
I mean, dude, like someone's got to. That's a lot of shit to sort out right there.
Yeah, the first issue with that, a car show. No, I'm kidding. No, I know a lot of people are into cars, but no, yeah.
But yeah, so like, damn. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we do kind of need more context here.
Well, yeah,
like, how'd that play out?
It seemed like she wanted to say more.
A lot of shit talking.
It may be. I don't know. It's tough, and then
very awkward situation.
Yeah. And cringiest with a crush. It's tough. Did you not know him super well when you win, or is this like guy now like your husband? I don't know. But yeah, it's tough, man. Whatever, dude. So as a musician, one of like, I give so much respect to Riley, because it's like, you know, a lot of the times you'll have a fan base that is people that you've spent time with, right? So a lot of people that are fans of my music, you know, we have a past. You know what I'm saying? And now we're just like, well, it didn't work out, or we're not that, or it's just whatever. And then they're just being supportive. But there's something it takes a lot of confidence to be like, okay, I have to knowingly sit in a room for a set with a bunch of people that I know that he's had relations with. And so there's something about seeing an ex out and about that you're like, I'm gonna fucking die. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
It's like, anyways, cool. So, all right. Well, thanks for submitting your response, Rhiannon.
In elementary school, I tried telling a girl I liked her, but instead I just blurted out, "I'm your boyfriend."
Dude, that's actually awesome. That's so funny. He's like, I'm your boyfriend. Just like feeling it out, you know? If she like recoils a little bit, like, damn it. But if she's like, oh, okay, you're like, let's go, dude.
Hey, you shot from the 3? That was a game winner, and you were either going home sad or y'all just won a championship.
Yeah. Say what you want, cringy or not, dude. You got your response pretty quickly.
Hey, you weren't going for first base. You were either hitting a grand slam or you were out of there.
Exactly, dude. Oh, that's so funny, man. Wow. Yeah, absolutely. That was from our favorite Mr. BG's 101. This is from Dom Sorio, tattoo artist.
Doesn't quite fit the criteria, but my buddy made me go see Twilight with him and my ex. Wait, hold on. Okay, I need more context here.
Wow.
What does he mean by him and my ex? Like, was him and his
ex
together?
They chalking it up, and it's like, hey, bro, be my wingman. You know what she likes. Bro, fuck me. Oh, that would be so tough.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, you know what she likes, man. I mean, you guys spent some time together, right? You just fucking do this for me.
You know what? Going back on that, I do have a cringy crush story.
Oh, tell it.
Okay, so I can't get... Okay, I don't want to get... So I know... okay, look. These people watch.
Political hunter.
No, just these people watch.
Okay.
And I know they watch. I don't want to really bring it. Okay, so... in middle school, I had a group of friends, and then there was a group of girls that we were all friends, but like it was my guy friends and then all their girlfriends.
Okay.
And we'd all hang out. So there was a girl I started crushing on a lot, and she was a grade above me.
Ooh, an older woman.
So we would all hang out and stuff, and me and her would kind of flirt back and forth. Mm-hmm. And then I found out there was one time we were all hanging out, blah, blah, blah. And all of them had went downstairs. I was still upstairs, and I was about to go downstairs because they were taking forever. And as I was going down, her little sister that was in my grade pulled me aside to tell me that she liked me.
Oh.
And I didn't know what to do, and I was like, I was just well, I'm kind of here for your sister.
Oh, no.
And then she ended up telling me she couldn't be with me because her sister fucking liked me.
Oh.
And then
you look at her sister like, you cockblock. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I kind of did that. So in gym class, the little sister, her best friend came up to me and was like, yo, like, she really likes you. She like really wants to be with you. And I was like, no, literally her sister won't talk to me now because she likes me. I'm not interested.
It's tough, man. It's tough. There's like moments I look back on when I was like, a kid, and I was like, I felt like I was pretty ruthless with how people felt about me,
right.
And I was like, I was thinking about, there was a girl that I would like dated for a short amount of time, and I mean, you know her, but she like our first time kissing, she kissed me and then she ran away, and I was like, what the fuck, basically, and I was like, that's it, we're kaputs. And I look back and I'm like, man, what a fucking asshole, dude. I was like, she was like putting herself out there. She was so nervous and insecure, and and I just basically like confirmed all of her insecurities by being like, fuck this. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
dude, it wasn't just you. I feel like both sides, the girls and the guys. Well, I think both people can look back and be like, damn, we were kind of mean.
Oh, good point.
But we're
Great
young. We didn't even know how to date,
dude.
bro.
Dude, there was this. Yeah, another one was I was like 14. And this ended up eventually leading into my like longest, or not my longest, my first like serious relationship, and like my first kiss and everything. But Anthony was dating this girl, and she was having like this like get together at her house, and he was like, "Do you want to come with?" And I was like, "I don't know." And they're like, apparently they got a blind date for you. And I went, "Oh, that sounds interesting, sure." And so I'm not allowed to know like her name or what she looks like or anything. I get no details. I show up, and it's this chick who is so nervous she can't talk to me. And she was like, I think either my age or older, like a little, like she was either my age or a year older. And she was so nervous to talk to me that she kept going outside to smoke cigarettes, which to me immediately I was like, gross. You know what I mean? Like, I want fucking nothing to do with you. But I'm in a stranger's home, and Anthony's there trying to,
wingman it up.
Yeah. And also, like, he's there for his girlfriend and whatever. And I mean, the worst part was like I walked in and there was this girl there that I thought was the blind date. And she was like, in my opinion, she was like super like hot. And I was like, let's fucking go. And then I very quickly found out not the date, because my date was outside smoking. So I was like chalking it up with this chick, and I was like, yo, I'm so glad I came. And then, yeah, she walks in, and one of the hosts was like, anyways, Billy, this is your blind date. And I remember going, oh, no, like in my head. And I was like, and I hope I handled it well, but in knowing me, I probably handled it really immaturely, and then I just kept trying to chalk it up with this other girl who was like not interested at all. And then anyways, one of the hosts, she ended up being like the girl I ended up dating for like 3 months or something like that. But and I don't know if it was that night or a different night, but I remember when I got my first kiss, the song Steady As She Goes was playing. And I hated the fuck out of that song at the time. So I remember like her and I created a lie where we were like, we're listening to 2 Weeks by All That Remains. Bro, that is so cringy, bro. We're like, no, we were listening to cool music. That's our song. That's our song because we kissed first during that cool fucking song. When you regret that I called you, I know, please. You guys gotta look that song up. You guys gotta look up 2 Weeks by All That Remains and tell me if that's a cool song or not. That's what you guys gotta do. Like, pause the episode. If you're on Spotify, just hop on over, hit play, give it 30 seconds, come back, leave a comment.
But you better come back.
You gotta come back. But then tell me, is that a cool song? All right, sorry. Anyways, yeah, so that was it for the Instagram question of the week. Thank you guys. And again, follow us on Instagram at Can't Fight Show to give us your answers for a chance to be on the show. And now we'll transition into comment of the week, which we actually just got this comment like not even like 3 hours ago. I just really liked it. So on the last video, Hunter was talking about how he wants nothing more, like a dream for this podcast. He wants to do an ad read.
Bro, well, one of you guys, I know there's no way that there's not a business owner somewhere that won't just like
slide us a 50.
Bro, not even. Like, I'll take a 25. Bro, if your product's cool or what you're selling's cool, just give me one for free. Like, I just want to, just let me
bang, bro.
Just let me bang, bro.
I do let you bang.
Bro, like, I just want to do an ad read.
Dude, so when our TikTok for the last, oh, go ahead.
I want you to make a clip out of this now.
Okay.
Action.
Uh-huh.
We're posting this on TikTok.
Okay.
Business owners. Hey, let me get an ad read. Hey, I want all of you followers, if y'all like the podcast, if you support, start tagging your favorite businesses to let me do an ad read. I'll do it for very little. I just want a shot.
Just give me a shot.
Just give me a shot.
That's so funny.
Tag the shotgun tools. Tag the shampoos, the conditioners. Mm-hmm. Tag the facial grooming kits. Oof. Tag the sports drinks.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, Logan Paul, bro, we're from the same area. Let me do a little prime read. Not that you need it, but like, give me something, man.
Please, God, we're drowning.
No, we're not really drowning.
No, it's all right. Yeah.
I just want to have fun, bro. It'd be fun.
Okay, so Hunter wants to do an ad read, and our TikTok blew up for last week's episode, so people were migrating over to check it out. Mm-hmm. And so this was just one of my favorite comments that we got on the last episode. You want to go ahead and read it?
Brand new to your podcast. I love y'all. I subscribe so you can one day fulfill your dream of reading ads.
Such a nice comment, dude.
This is from Maria Lynn 7982. Maria, I love you. I love you.
I love you, girl.
Please, hey, can you talk to somebody? Do
you know Logan Paul?
I just want to read an ad.
Yeah.
And I'm really, bro, I don't care if they're dick growing pills.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I don't care if they're deodorants. I don't care if it's toothpaste.
It's so funny, and I'll tell you why in just a second. So that wraps up this week's crowd control.
Yeah,
crowd control.
You were talking about wanting to read an advertisement.
I do.
Yeah, and
this is a real thing.
I took it to heart, and I was like, I want Hunter to achieve that dream. So maybe I'll just make an ad.
Dude, okay. You know what? Mic stand's going up for this.
Okay.
I feel like I know what you're getting at.
Okay.
So honestly, if you're about to make me get into character,
yeah.
I'm giving all you companies a taste of what you're gonna get if you choose me.
Okay.
To read your ad.
Well, and just keep in mind, I wrote it, so.
Okay. Well, if he can write one, watch. I'm about to turn water into wine with this one,
bro. Awesome. So it is a sketch. It is a sketch.
Okay.
So I have a part and you have a part.
Run it.
Hunter has not seen the script before we filmed this.
I have not.
And we're gonna try to time it with this music that I've selected.
I'm making water into wine.
So just keep in mind that the sound, usually when you do an ad read, you want to keep it under a certain time. So the sound that we will be doing the ad to is only like 1 minute and 16 seconds long.
Perfect.
So we have to work in all of the information that I wrote from the script into the ad.
That works.
In the allotted time. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to try to do our first run at the ad read. And, we'll see how it goes. All right, I'm unmuting the music. So whenever it hits, we'll be good to go. So you're in the green.
Okay. So I'm starting.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Bill.
Yes, Hunter?
I don't know how to say this.
You don't know how to say most things. You're so fucking dumb.
You're right. And handsome. Anyways, I'm just going to cut to the chase. I have a small wiener. And shit. And there's ladies out there that want to see it. But I don't like taking pictures of it because, it's small.
You haven't heard of the Johnny to Jonathan magnifying mold?
The Johnny Jonathan magnifying mold? What's that?
It's a revolutionary attachment for your Android or iPhone camera. This little piece of plastic adds 3 to 6 inches to your nude or your money back.
So you're saying I just attach this little magnifying glass to my phone camera and my penis will appear bigger even though I said before, it's so laughably small.
Yes! And now you don't have to worry about the size of your member until you get her in the same room, that is.
I will literally never have that problem. Thanks for the help, Bill. I know I can continue sending unsolicited pictures of my private parts because that's something that I, Hunter Jewell, love to do.
That's disgusting, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Turn your little Johnny Jonathan into a Johnny Jonathan. Did I say that right?
No.
Oh, let's restart.
Well, what do you think?
It's great. I can't believe you walked me into that.
As soon as you said, I have a small wiener, oh, fuck.
All right, keep the bad fuck up.
Yeah. But you want to try it again?
I want to try it again.
Okay, just for the fans?
This is the professional take.
Okay. That's so funny. Because it's true. You would get a chance to practice it before we do. We wouldn't just have to do it live.
Now that I know he walked me into a trap, I'm going to commit.
Dude, that's so funny, man.
All right, professional take.
All right, you ready for it?
I'm ready. Hey, Bill.
Yes, Hunter?
I don't know how to say this.
You don't know how to say most things. You're so fucking dumb.
You're right. And handsome. Anyways, I'm just going to cut to the chase. I have a small wiener. And there's ladies out there that want to see it. But I don't like taking pictures of it because, it's small.
Well, you haven't heard of Johnny to Jonathan magnifying mold?
The Johnny to Jonathan magnifying mold? What's that?
It's a revolutionary attachment for your Android or iPhone camera. This little piece of plastic adds 3 to 6 inches to your nude or your money back.
So you're saying I just have to attach this magnifying glass to my phone camera and my penis will appear bigger? Even though, like I said before, it's so laughably small.
Yes! And now you don't have to worry about the size of your member. Well, until you get a girl in the same room, that is.
I promise you that will literally never be a problem. Thanks, Bill. Now I can continue sending unsolicited pictures of my member. Because that's something that I, Hunter Jewell, love to do.
That's disgusting, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Turn your Johnny to Jonathan with the Jonathan magnifying mold. Use promo Little PP Hunter for 20% off your next order.
Hey,
I fucked up again, but hey, that's a tongue twister. Turn your little Johnny to a Jonathan with the Johnny to Jonathan magnifying mold.
I really was trying to fuck you up every step of the way. When I was like, what should I call a magnifying glass that goes on your phone to help your nudes? I was like, oh, of course, the Johnny to Jonathan magnifying mold. There's something funny about turning your little Johnny into a Jonathan.
Yeah. He's matured.
Dude, yeah. Have your dick pay taxes with the Johnny to Jonathan.
I can't believe you set me up into that trap.
I really did, dude. I love that first take where you go, I have a small wiener. Oh, fuck. It felt so like frat boy and juvenile, but I was like, I can't think of a better thing than a magnifying glass on a camera to help your nude.
I just embarrassed myself on the internet. If that doesn't tell you business owners that you can commit over here, I don't know what will. I did that for free. I got nothing out of that but self-embarrassment and depression.
Oh, it's so good. God damn. All right, well. But did you enjoy it? It was good?
That was funny, yeah.
All right, that was good.
I full sent, and I hope everyone gets to have fun with that. Even though it's all false.
You're like 100% false. I can say that here, outside of the ad. But you should buy, if people have small peepees, do you think they should buy the Johnny to Jonathan magnifying mold?
Yeah, I was playing a character, but if that does apply to you?
Yeah. Do you think The Rock would read that?
Hell no. The Rock would be like, I'm sorry all of you have small wieners, but meet The Rock. My shit hangs to my ankles.
I know, dude, yeah.
Can you smell what The Rock is jizzing?
Dude, that's so good. There was a version of the script where when you said, I have a small wiener. There was a version that said, oh, sorry, I was just tucking my dick into my sock. What did you just say? And then you just go on with the ad read like I didn't say anything. And I was like, nah, too much. Just hit backspace. My favorite bit was just you don't really know how to say anything. You're so fucking dumb. Yeah, you're right. And handsome. What a dumb script, dude. I wrote that 5 minutes before you arrived. I basically put a period and then Cage started barking. I was like, oh, he's here.
This fucking idiot.
That's so funny. Awesome. Okay, cool. You ready to go into Dirty Laundry?
Yeah, let's go into Dirty Laundry.
Hi. I'm a temporary transition. For people who don't know about Dirty Laundry, it is a section of the show where one of us does a deep dive into the internet, just trying to find, an odd piece of media, or, it could be an article, video, soundbite, anything. And we will either react to it or comment on it live on the show. So this week, I went out of my way to find, I was trying to think of what are some things around Valentine's Day, and I didn't succeed. No, I'm just kidding. But Calvin Klein released a commercial with Mark Wahlberg back when he was Marky Mark.
Oh, shit.
So it's just 30 seconds, and for the people that are listening and not watching, just know while the commercial's playing, all it is Mark Wahlberg in complete black and white, His pants are sagged. He's wearing no shirt, and then there's just some random model that's just around him.
Okay.
In a white void of a room.
Shouts goes out to my man Calvin Klein, good looking out for the drawers. Not saying I would do another Fruit of the Loom commercial or nothing like that, because they don't make the hype shorts. These are the 90s, man. They just fit good and they hold me snug. So if I'm about to go get some skins, I'm not going to put on like no silk underwear. Oh, she got freckles. Next question. No, the best protection against AIDS is to keep your Calvins on. Now that could definitely come between me and my Calvins. Do you have Calvin Klein underwear on?
Yo, what the fuck?
I know there was a lot going on there. We weren't saying enough. It's just because it's so fast. So we're going to go do a play-by-play on this because it's just a bunch of jump cuts and just Mark Wahlberg talking.
Yeah.
There is a part where he claims that Calvin Klein's can help prevent AIDS.
Yeah.
Because you just won't want to take them off.
And then later says, this is the only thing I can get between me and my Calvins.
And he's talking about
a girl.
Yeah, the model just walking around topless.
You backtracked, Marky.
Oh my God. Immediately, the black scent is hilarious.
Yeah.
Immediate, you know?
Shouts goes out to my man Calvin Klein, good looking out for the drawers.
That's, you know, because you hear him now, he's like, I'm Mark Wahlberg, you know? I'm a friendly guy. Was that a good impression? I don't... As soon as the first sentence came out, I was like, can I do a Mark Wahlberg? Hey, you know, No, I make him sound a little pathetic. How was it Transformers?
It's not horrible. It kind of sounds like his Ted character.
How was it Transformers? I had to work alongside a bear. Bear, I lost it. All right, anyways. So yeah, that's the first sentence, bro.
They just fit good and they hold me snug.
Bro.
When he says that, when he says they fit good and they hold me snug, he's just holding his dick.
Yeah, he just grabs his dick.
And then it cuts to him just doing a weird-ass fucking dance. Look at this.
If I'm about to go get some skins, I'm not going to...
And then he says, I'm about to go get some skin tonight.
Oh, my God. And he's doing...
Yeah.
He's just swaying his arms back and forth for the listeners. It's fucking hilarious.
Oh, she got freckles.
He says...
He's holding the girl, and he goes, oh, she's got freckles.
There you go. Hey, you're doing it. All right, cool.
No, the best protection against AIDS is to keep your Calvins on.
The best protection against
Bro, did
AIDS.
you hear the underwear slap? He slapped his band.
The best protection against AIDS is to keep the Calvins on. Dude. Yep. All right. This doesn't matter at all, but this commercial came out 9 years before 9/11. So, you know, it's pretty crazy that you could have two tragedies in one decade. I'm just kidding. Hey, thank you guys. I'll see you guys later on the 100 Billy Camp. No, I'm kidding.
Before we get into the main event, I have to piss so bad.
Oh, surprise.
Hello.
Surprise Riley on the show.
Hello, this is the Hunter and Billy Campfight Show. This is Riley. You've been replaced by 3 Margarita Riley.
Oh!
He's out. I fight. He's out. Do you want to be a guest?
Margarita.
Come on. I'm just kidding.
This is what we came to be. This is what we came to see. This is our main event. This is what we came to see. This is what we came to see.
I want you guys to go snuggle up with your significant other. Maybe kick back, relax, sit by a warm fire, and listen to me and Bill react to this Valentine's candy tier list.
Now, here's a question. Would you typically, other than in school, when they would like give you candy for Valentine's Day, have you ever associated candy with Valentine's Day? I have not.
Dude, I forgot about that. Everyone would have their bag, and everyone would bring in candy and put... Yo.
Yeah. Wow, I just unlocked a memory for you, huh?
Yeah.
Other than that, I never associated Valentine's Day with candy.
I mean, I would. I feel like when you get your loved one like a little gift bag and then plus a gift, maybe give her some candy, some flowers, you know what I'm saying?
It's tough because here's my thing. I don't consider chocolate candy. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're like Hershey's bar, I don't think is a candy bar. I think it's a chocolate bar. I'm in the huge minority for that, but that's how I view it. So when I think candy, I think of like gummies or Smarties or.
Then what would you call a candy bar?
A candy bar?
What is an example of a candy bar that's not chocolate?
Payday.
But that's like You're just calling nuts and caramel and nougat a candy.
Yeah. It's tough. Yeah, I think of a candy bar. Maybe I am floundering a little bit here. Maybe I just... But I don't ever say candy bar, you know? I would say
but that's
give me a
like-
chocolate bar or, you know...
But that's like the same thing as like soda and pop.
I guess. For me, I'm like, they're interchangeable for soda and pop. I think they're interchangeable and they mean kind of the same thing. I just say pop, personally, but that's because I'm a Midwestern fool. But yeah, I don't know. Like when I think a candy bar, like when I think of the word candy, I don't think of chocolate.
I feel you on that.
Yeah. Like if I'm like, I want candy, I'm like, I'm gonna go get like Sour Patch Kids. I'm never like, I want candy, I'm gonna go get a Kit Kat. Like I'm like, if I want chocolate, I'll get a Kit Kat. You know?
I feel it.
It's tough. But I'm in the minority. I know I'm wrong there. So I'm not sitting there being like, that's the way it should be. I just, you know? So if we take chocolate out of the, like I associate Valentine's Day with chocolate, which means I don't particularly think of Valentine's Day in candy, is I guess what I was trying to get to.
Look at it as for Valentine's Day, you're getting your sugar some sugar.
Yeah, we have a tier list here of Valentine's Day candies, and we're going to rate them on a tier list. We have, from top to bottom, we have straight into mouth.
Yeah.
That thing's going right in there.
It's
I don't
going
gotta
right
think
in there.
about it.
This is a tier list you can find online, by the way.
Yes, yeah. We're stealing
We
it.
did not make this.
Of course.
And then you got A tier.
A tier, which means, for us, what does that mean? That means super fucking good. There's things that beat it, but it's super fucking good.
It's super good.
Yeah, okay.
It's not the best, but it's like if the best isn't there, I'm grabbing that.
Yeah, okay.
And then you got B, which is like, this is good, but like, I could live without it.
Yeah.
It's not on the top of my list, but it's here.
Yeah. If it's there and I have a sweet tooth, I will eat it.
Yeah.
Right?
If it's right next to me, I'll definitely eat it.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, if it's convenient, I will eat it.
Yeah.
And then next is sits in the pantry for a year.
Yeah.
That's like, I feel like for a lot of people that's like Peeps, probably, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which then for a lot of other people that would then go to the next one, the
Straight
bottom
to
one.
the trash.
Straight in the trash.
Which I would say Peeps and candy corn.
Dude, candy corn's one of those things where it's like 3 pieces in, I'm like, I love this decision I've made. 4th piece, I'm like, this is the worst thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
And I should apologize.
Yeah.
Find God. So, yeah, anyways, so that's the tier list, or the tiers. So we'll get into the candy starting now. Are you ready?
Let's rock.
Boom. So we start off with a juggernaut. We got sweet tarts.
So, look, I think I'm in the huge minority saying sweet tarts are like amazing. I think a lot of people sleep on them.
I agree, because I was going to say, I never pick them, but if they're there, I'm never mad.
No.
You know?
I love them. Like, I'll never buy them on my own, sadly, but like when they're around, I'm so happy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll probably never buy them, but if I have them, I'm like, fuck yeah, dude.
So I think that's only right to go B tier. I think in this, I think I would rank it higher, but I'm going to go B tier.
All right. Cool. I'm cool with that. B tier, baby. Cool. Oh, and I guess that's part of the gimmick, because we did a tier list before, but that episode ended up getting lost because one of our cameras wasn't filming like the entire time, so we decided to just scrap it. I think that was episode 7.
Yeah, it was late.
Or 6 or something. And so I guess to explain how we do it, the tier list, Hunter and I have to agree on where the item lines up. So if we don't agree, we have to convince the other one to bring it to a certain level.
Yes.
So it was funny. The original one we did, we really thought, I picked it because I was like, we're going to disagree so hard. And then we just agreed the entire time.
Yeah. This one might be better.
We'll see. Awesome. So push pops.
Dude, if you buy your girlfriend a push pop for Valentine's Day,
there might be something kinky about it. I wouldn't think so, but there might be something being
I guess the idea of pushing the...
Yeah, and then you literally, you're just doing fellatio on the fucking push pop. There's no way around it.
Yeah, but like...
it's more sensual than a banana. People freak out over bananas. I'm like, over here, like a push pop is like literally you're sucking on it.
Okay, so I guess if you want to be kinky in your relationships like that, maybe you would go A.
I mean, it would be a terrible pick. I'm not defending that at all.
I think I'm putting it in... Because here's the thing.
Yeah.
I think if you buy your girlfriend a push pop for Valentine's Day, you're corny.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if we're ranking it on a candy list,
Oh, just go candy. Yeah.
I would put it in. I'd put it in B because I mean I don't think it's gonna sit in the pantry.
For me, it would. I honestly, I don't see myself ever. It's honestly, if a push pop's in the pantry, I honestly don't even ever see myself eating it. It'd probably just go straight in the trash. For me.
See, I would say that too, but I feel like if I got it,
Yeah,
I would set it down somewhere. And I feel like later I'd be like, why not?
Interesting. Yeah. See, I don't know if I would ever be like, why not? Just because I'm like,
imagine if it's sitting in your computer room.
Well,
in your like editing.
Yeah.
Is there? Why not?
I still don't know if I would. Mostly just because the logistics of a push pop are terrible. You get it all over your hands eventually because the spit like seeps through. Has that ever happened to you? Am I singing the wrong song here?
It's like too big to like. It's not like a dum dum where you can just. Toss
Yeah. So the slobber works its way into the cracks, and then suddenly when you're trying to push the push pop, you're getting it all over your fucking hands.
You're right. You know what? Just fucking straight to the trash.
Yeah, we're grown men.
Now a
What a
ring pop.
ridiculous statement. Ring pop. S tier. No, I'm just kidding. Can you imagine?
Hey,
it's the same
so,
problem. Though.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna no, it's not. No, it's not.
You don't get all gooey from
no, because no one actually sits there and puts it on their finger.
That's
you
a good
just
point.
toss
You're not
that bitch
supposed
in,
to.
and it's a binky.
That's a good. The juxtaposition of me being like, "We're grown men," and then you'd be like, "Well, it is kind of like a binky."
Now hear me out. Now look.
Well, no, I'm here. Like, I'm not making fun of you at all.
I'm
just
talking about
like,
the next thing.
Yeah.
No, the next thing.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna incorporate Valentine's and candy.
Okay.
I honestly think ring pop's probably the best kind of like lollipop sucker you can have.
Oh, because
taste wise.
Okay, that and then also
and
the
then
gesture.
for Valentine's Day, it works out because you can. It's corny with the. It's like corny cute with the ring.
Yeah.
Plus, they taste really good.
Everybody's had that thought or gesture happen one time.
Where you like fake propose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've literally I've had girls be like when I was way younger, they're like, I had a dream where you proposed to me with a ring pop and it was so cute. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. So for that reason,
I'm like, our hands are sticky, but whatever. No, I'm just kidding.
Straight in the mouth.
Oh, you would put it straight in the mouth? I was gonna go A, but
for a Valentine's Day candy.
Yeah, if I were to ever buy one, it would have to be for that.
You know what I'm saying? For the meme.
I'll agree with you.
For the joke.
For the meme.
And they're not a bad candy. So I'd say for the Valentine's Day tier list, straight in the mouth.
Straight in the mouth. All right, so the next one, Starburst.
Starbursts. All right, so look, I'm gonna just say it.
Oh no.
I think Starbursts taste really good.
Yeah.
But I never pick them.
If
I'm going to get candy, never pick them.
Okay, that's the issue. I never pick them either, but if they're around, straight in the mouth. Like Jason and Jared buy them all the time. And I'm always like, oh, okay, yeah, and then I am having like 20 of them. You know what I mean? Because they're there.
The Starburst just released like Starburst gummies, and I fuck with those way more. But I will say, yes, if they are around, they are straight to the mouth.
Jason was telling me about that, the Starburst gummies. He said something about Starburst sour or something.
Yeah,
like, if you see those,
are good.
Get them.
Dude, they're really good.
Oh, wow, interesting. All right, so what we said, A tier?
I mean, I would say straight in the mouth.
Oh, really?
Why not? I mean, they are goated for candy. I just don't think I picked them up because it's like,
yeah,
they come in like that stack, and then you have to sit there and unwrap. It's not like a convenient eat, which I know that sounds lazy and corny, but at the same time, it's just like now you have all these wrappers laying around.
There's no other candy like that.
Yeah,
you gotta put a wrapper and a wrapper and a wrapper. You just fucking open it and you eat it. So I'm with you. It's a chore.
All right. My girlfriend already knows the answer to this.
Oh no! So it's Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces.
Oh, it's tough. Yeah.
Whatever. But
it's tough.
Straight in the trash.
It is Pieces, but
yeah, I know.
And then is it Reese's? Because I used to always say Reese's, and now I don't know if I do anymore.
I don't know. I'm not getting into that.
But you're going
debate.
straight in the trash?
I hate them.
The fuck's wrong with you?
I fucking hate Reese's.
Does that mean
Pieces.
you also hate peanut butter M&Ms?
No, I like those.
What?
Bro, the taste of Reese's Pieces is disgusting. I hate it. I cannot stand it. And I feel like, for some reason, I feel like they're candy coating. It tastes chalky as fuck. It's not like M&M. And then on top of it, the fake peanut butter is so bad. It's not the same as Reese Cups. I hate them. Now, if you want to go somewhere else, I know that they're beloved by a lot of people, so I'll work with you. But for me, I'll go B. I don't know if you like them a lot.
It's funny because I was sitting here. I did think it was ridiculous to hate them that much. I don't particularly love them. I never pick them. If I had to choose between Reese's and Reese's Pieces, I'm going to think about way too hard about how to say that. If I had to pick between the two, I would just get Reese's, right?
Yeah.
So, like, at that point, I'm like, if I want an equivalent to the Pieces, I would just get fucking peanut butter-filled M&Ms.
They're so much better.
And they're bigger. And
yeah, dude, I do not like Reese's Pieces.
I might go with you just so I don't have to compromise on something else. Like, yeah, I might just go. I mean, I don't know. If they're there, I'm definitely eating them. They don't go straight in the trash. I'd probably do pantry.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I mean, it seems silly because I'm like, I feel like.
I mean, you can go B.
Well, we'll see where it ends up. We'll see what else ends up in the pantry. Because, like, if I'm looking at a pantry and it's, the Pieces, I don't want to. I'm trying to avoid saying it now. And something else, and I'm like, it's a no-brainer. I'm going with the Pieces. Then I might move it up.
Yeah.
But for now, all right. So Skittles.
I feel like you got to go straight in the mouth.
It's straight in the mouth.
You got
dude.
to.
You can't fuck with that. That's crazy. Skittles are crazy, man, and they're addicting.
They are. They're very addicting.
Taste that motherfucking rainbow, dude.
Okay, so I mean M&Ms.
M&Ms are better in ice cream, I think.
I agree.
I would put them A tier.
A tier's fair.
Damn, we're flying through, dude. We're doing good. All right, so the next is the peanut M&Ms. I think those are better than M&Ms.
They are way better than M&Ms.
Straight in the mouth?
Straight in the mouth.
Oh, straight in the mouth.
I think the peanut M&Ms are the second best M&Ms.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, what's the first?
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Is it pretzel?
Oh, those are good too.
Oh, those are good.
But I'm going caramel.
Oh, I never had those.
Oh my god,
what
dude.
the fuck?
Them things are bust.
I've never even heard of that. That's fucking
dude,
crazy.
The caramel M&Ms.
Wow.
There's like a blue bag. They're
Okay.
a blue bag. They are so addicting.
Is it the blue ones? Fuck, because the blue ones are the pretzel ones, I think.
Maybe it's like a purplish. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
the
yeah.
caramel ones, dude. God, the caramel is so like silky smooth. It's not like the stick in your teeth caramel. Dude, they're really good.
I'm about to try those out. Son of a bitch. Okay, I don't know this or that.
Motherfucker, are those pencils?
Oh, are those pixie sticks?
Maybe. They kind of look like pencils.
You're right, but yeah, I can't tell.
All right, so just skip over this stuff. We don't know what the fuck it is.
Okay, so it's the heart candies, the classic Valentine's Day candy.
If there is not an epitome of sit in the pantry, I don't know what is.
For me, I don't even eat them, bro. I'm straight in the trash.
I would
bro.
do straight in the trash, but I feel like people are gonna keep them and read them and shit. But like, no, straight in the trash. They taste like shit. They're chalky.
Yeah,
they're not.
They're generic.
You know
as
what
hell?
those are? Those are colored. You remember those like fake cigarette candies?
Yeah.
That's what those are.
It's those with nice messages.
Yes.
Yeah, that's so funny. Like, you're neat.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Straight in the trash.
More like, you're in the trash. Get the fuck out of my tier
Get
list.
outta here.
Fuck those candies.
Now,
just write a letter.
facts.
Just write a fucking letter.
Those things are literally just decorations.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, they're like a staple.
It's literally a bowl of candy
Oh,
corn.
my
That's
God.
the equivalent of a bowl of candy corn.
All right. Nerds, bro.
I honestly, for this, would say sit in the pantry.
Really?
Or I mean, I like nerds.
No, I'm
but
actually with you.
The idea of having this box,
that you're just
you're either going
pouring.
straight to the mouth, or you're pouring them in your hands, and then they're falling everywhere.
Yeah, and you're like, fuck, I'm not gonna find that for a year.
Yeah,
until an ant is carrying it through
I
your
don't.
house.
You know what? We were talking about Starburst. I honestly think nerds are probably the most inconvenient.
Yeah.
Like it's
I
just,
actually fuck with that. That's funny.
It's like they're good. Like, have you had those like nerd clusters? Like they have the nerd roast and balls
Those are
now.
good. That's straight in the mouth.
That's my favorite candy. Like, I'm
really?
a fan of like gummy and shit. That's my.
Well, yeah, I
favorite
remember when you told me
candy.
that because I said it was funny. Like at Jason's wedding, like we were drinking whiskey straight and eating those nerd clusters,
Dude,
which is just fucking hilarious.
They're great.
Damn.
But regular nerds,
I'm
I
with
would
you,
say
pantry.
probably sit in the pantry. Because
Yeah.
sit
I've
in the
literally
pantry.
had them sit in the pantry before. And I'm like, okay, and then I'll eat them and I'll be like, that was all right. I don't know.
They're good, but when you just have the nerds straight and you're pouring them in your mouth or you're pouring them, I don't know.
Yep, I'm with you. All right, next is Hershey Kisses.
Hershey Kiss are amazing. I like them, but I feel like I can't get over. I feel like Hershey Kiss to me, when I think of Hershey Kiss, I think Christmas.
Oh, that's funny. When I think of Hershey Kiss, I think of nips because I'm like, that's like a thing where people are like, she's got Hershey Kiss nipples, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Never heard that.
You've never heard that, dude? I've been hearing that. So somebody said it to me, and then from that point on, I've seen it pop up. You know, like when you hear a word for the first time, and you're like, oh, I guess this word's a lot more common than I thought. Hershey Kiss nips has just come up, and probably mostly on X, but I see it like way more often now, and I'm like, the fuck are we guys talking about? Guys, the fuck. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. It's the same. If there's
they got those
I'll
like
eat 'em,
Christmas
but-
cookies.
Yeah, with the peanut butter cookie or whatever. Those are good.
Yeah, they're really good. But like I always think of Christmas when I think of Hershey Kiss.
Oh, 100%. That's where those cookies go. Yeah, those cookies
So
go.
I mean, like as far as on Valentine's Day, I guess this is kind of like the ring pop sentiment. It's like a kiss.
Exactly. I'll give you a kiss.
So I mean, like that, and the fact that the chocolate is dank, maybe we should rank it higher.
Yeah.
But I mean, that still has the same problem. It's like they're all in those fucking wrappers, and it's like I don't know. I'd say B.
Yeah, I'd go B. That's what I was thinking too. I'd go B.
Fun Dip, dude.
Dude, Fun Dip. Here's the problem with Fun Dip.
It was cool when we were kids.
That's what I'm going to say. As an adult, I can't take myself seriously eating Fun Dip. But I think back on a day where I stayed home sick from school, and for some reason we had a gargantuan amount of Fun Dip in the house, and I ate the fuck out of it while watching Sonic the Hedgehog, which I never did before and never did after. Oh, it wasn't Sonic the Hedgehog. It was Kirby. I was watching Kirby, the show, just fucking down in Fun Dip. My mom's making phone calls in the other room. I just remember that day vividly, and I was like, this is the greatest. And it got to a point where it was like I would eat all of the dip, and then I would just suck and chew on the sugar stick.
Dude, I just had this I had this light bulb moment. Tell me that the stick of the Fun Dip is not just a stick version of those heart candies.
It's not. It's way better. Because it's literally just sugar, whereas the fucking the heart candies, it's just chalk, bro. It like disintegrates in your don't I'm gonna find the will to fight. No, I'm kidding.
Wait till you tackle me over the couch.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome back to the Hunter and Billy, just Billy can fight show. No
Yeah,
kidding.
right.
But no, dude, the sugar stick is not the fucking it's not the same, because otherwise you would say that you're using those fake cigarettes. It's not that.
I mean, it's like a little more smooth, but taste-wise,
Not taste-wise. It's just sugar, bro. I'm telling you. We're going to get Fun Dip right now. Okay.
I think Fun Dip sits in the pantry.
It just sucks because, like, the question is, as an adult, 100% I don't want to see somebody seeing me eat Fun Dip.
So you want to trash it?
Well, I'm with you saying, like, yeah, it has to stay locked away until, like, my girlfriend's at work or something. And she comes back, she was like, what happened to the Fun Dip? And I'm like, oh, I finally threw it out. But my face is covered in blue sugar.
So it sits in the pantry?
Yeah, it sits in the pantry. It sucks. Just as an adult. If I was a kid, bro, that goes straight in the mouth, dude. But as a 28-year-old man, can't do it. All right, blow pops.
You go first.
You know, no.
Dude, the gum is trash.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, I just have no interest in...
I would do it like a Tootsie Pop, way different conversation. Blow pop, blow me. Get the fuck in the trash.
Put it in the trash.
I'm putting it in the trash.
Put it in the trash.
You're right. The gum sucks. Everything about it sucks. Okay, so Jolly Ranchers.
So Jolly Ranchers, me personally, straight in the mouth.
I was going to say, I never think of them ever The second they were around, I go, the day just got better.
It's a goated candy.
Yeah, it's
you
so
do
good.
have the wrapper, but I feel like it's a little more rewarding because you're gonna have this for at least 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's going to take way longer. Versus a Starburst, maybe 30 seconds.
And now you got it stuck in your teeth and you're on to the next one.
Yeah. Hershey Kiss, maybe 10 seconds.
Yeah,
You know
I'm
what saying?
straighting them out.
I'm with you. The wrapper's worth it on this one. Straight in the mouth, I'm with you. The work to reward ratio just makes sense.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, I don't know that it's probably just a peppermint sucker. What it looks like.
It's a heart sucker. I mean, with this, I feel like the sediment is better than the candy.
Yeah,
it's Valentine's themed. I don't think it's realistically. I think we're putting it sits in the pantry. I don't think it gets eaten. I think it gets used for more of a decoration. It's more of the gesture than the candy.
Great point. I actually wholeheartedly agree with you on this.
So I think I would put it in, if we're grading it off the candy, sits in the pantry. The sediment, I would say A tier.
But then, with the sentiment, like, it's a decoration, but you don't eat it. It ends up in the pantry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sits in the
pantry. No matter
pantry.
what, it's going to end up there.
Okay.
I want to say this just because, they do just look like pencils. They might just be candy pencils. But can we just pretend that they're pixie sticks?
Yeah, we'll just say they're pixie sticks. Pixie sticks.
It's tough. It's so easy. So I wouldn't throw them straight in the trash. Like I would be like, okay, fuck it, I'll do it because it's like just a mouthful of sugar and then you're done.
I mean, but would you even go straight in the pantry?
No. So it would just be like to me, I'd be like, it'd be more inconvenient to put it in the pantry than to just get it over with. But I don't think at any point I'm like, fuck yeah.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
Do we just do B?
I guess B.
We're not going to pick it, but if it's sitting right on the desk, I'm going to take one.
Yeah. And if those are pencils, I'm very unfamiliar with what the fuck that is.
I honestly think this is like the school thing. You would get like the Valentine's Day pencils.
That is very funny. You're probably right.
Bro, those are pencils, dog. Bro, if you go up close, those are erasers on the top.
That's what I was saying. It looks like it.
Those are pencils.
For the sake of the pod, we'll pretend that they're pixie sticks.
Okay. I mean, do we grade them if they're pencils?
I mean, if they're pencils, they're not
straight
mechanical.
In the moth.
Yeah, I mean, if they're not mechanical, straight in the trash, bro. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Grow up.
You're gonna erase the message every time you sharpen it.
Yeah.
But pixie sticks B. No, we can get it over. We can get this one over with now. Warheads. If you get your Valentine a warhead, you should just go to prison.
I wonder, do you think warheads are still intense? Like,
yeah.
When was the last time you had one? For me, it was probably 10 years ago.
It was probably a long time. But if I brought us warheads, next pod, if I bring us warheads, you're going to fucking pucker.
I wonder. I would actually be really interested to see how that plays
Next week on the Hunter and Billy Can't Fight show, I'm bringing warheads.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm interested. It's one of those things, though, where it's like you have this faux confidence where it's like, I remember back in the day, I'd think like Red Hot was spicy. I'm like, I bet I wouldn't now. And then I'd probably have Red Hot and be like, ow! You know what I'm saying? Because I never eat spicy shit. So, my mouth is watering now in anticipation. But yeah, warheads, bad gift. Candy, dude, when it gets sweet, it bangs.
Yeah.
But the public embarrassment to get to that point, not sure it's worth it.
I still want to get the world's sourest candy, and I want to do it on the show.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, I want to pucker up.
Oh, fuck. It sounds intense. Goddamn. But yeah, warheads themselves, I don't know if they'd sit in the pantry for a year. I would definitely be like, I'll get them out of the way.
I think I'm trashing them.
Really? Just like I don't want to experience it?
It's not that I have a problem with sour, but it's like, why? Like, what is the point of me eating this?
That's a good point, too. Because it's like, if I wanted sour than sweet, I would just get Sour Patch Kids, and it's not nearly as punishing.
And it's just like, they taste better.
Yeah.
It's like when you get to the sweet part, like, yeah, it's cool, but it's still mid.
Yeah, that's a good point. So straight in the trash?
I mean, I would do pantry or trash. Like, I guess if there's one, maybe I'll have one every fucking 6 months, but...
just enough time to recover. Yeah, I'll just put it straight in the trash. That's fine.
I was never on the... I like sour candy, but I was never really on the warhead thing. I just always felt like it was just a disappointing experience. Like the sour part's funny, ha ha ha, and then after you have one, I'm done. It's like I'm not about to sit there and eat a bag full.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I'm with you too, because I don't think I would ever have like 2 in a row.
Right.
I'd be like, okay, well, we survived, and then I'd be like, see you, as you said, see you in 6 months. Okay, perfect. All right,
So we got Smarties.
This is the last one.
Yeah.
Smarties. I really fuck with Smarties.
I love Smarties.
Dude, Smarties are so good.
I'm straight in the mouthing Smarties.
Yeah, straight in the mouth on Smarties. Did you ever know any of those kids
that would smoke them?
Or snort them?
I had smokers and snorters with Smarties. Because with the smoking thing, it would be like they would crush them up, and then they'd undo the wrapper a little bit, and then they would just inhale and like exhale. Either that or they would just exhale and the smoke would come out, and they would pretend like they're smoking in class.
Oh, that's crazy.
And then
I never had that.
I had kids who'd snort them too.
Yeah, I don't understand the hype with that. How did that start, and why did it never end?
And then, I don't know why kids were just randomly snorting Smarties in school, but I mean, please comment down below if this happened to you, or did we just... Because that happened all the way when I was in school.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know.
That's like what people immediately think of when they think of Smarties, as people snorting it. I feel, but yeah, comment down below if we're wrong on that, but I really feel like that's what everybody thinks of.
Yeah, I really don't know.
Tough. But that's it. So to summarize the tier list, let's start at the bottom. You want to start at the bottom?
Yeah, so we got straight into trash.
Get it out of here.
We got push pops. We got those fucking stupid ass message hearts that taste like you're eating fucking chalk that your teacher uses to give you a math quiz. We got blow pops, which is realistically just a worse version of a Tootsie Pop. And then we got Warheads, which is just like, if you want to just be immature, then yeah, sure.
You give it to your girlfriend, like, if you're also recording her and you're, like, showing her, like, printed text messages of her cheating on you. Yeah, explain this then. She's like, just explain it. She's like, I can't open my eyes.
And then that's also like, for me, if my girlfriend got me Warheads, I would just kind of like be like, oh, thanks.
Yeah, well,
she'd come over and be like, why haven't you had any of these yet? And she'd be like, honestly, I haven't had a sweet tooth.
You're eating ice cream.
Yeah. And then we got sits in the pantry. Reese's Pieces.
It's tough.
Yeah, with those, I know we'll probably get backlash, and I will say you did defend them a little bit, but I think the generic chocolate taste or generic peanut butter taste is just horrible. I feel like for some reason, dude, the candy coating on there is just chalky to me. I think they're just so mid.
What did it for me was I was thinking about peanut butter filled M&Ms. Which maybe those are the red ones, I think.
Yes, they are.
God, those ones they bang.
Yeah, they're good.
And it's like, yeah, if I saw those versus what is supposed to be literally that, but worse, I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, and then those always gave me you know how there's some candies that come in that cardboard box and like you taste the cardboard?
Yeah.
I feel like I always got that too.
That's nerds.
Yeah.
That's why Nerds are down there and sits in a pantry too.
Yeah, and then we also got Nerds. And then we got Fun Dip.
Yeah.
Which is like,
we're just too grown for it.
Realistically, we're immature and we're not, but we'll say that. And then like the generic heart sucker that's more decoration.
Exactly, yeah.
So then in B, we got Sweet Tarts, which honestly, I'd probably move Sweet Tarts to A, but I'm okay with them B. Then move them up to A.
Yeah, let's just move Sweet Tarts to A.
So we're skipping that for now.
I was thinking the same thing.
Hershey Kisses, I feel like that's more chocolate or more Christmas than it is Valentine's Day, but even if so, you got to unwrap all of them. And realistically, I feel like your girlfriend would be more satisfied, or boyfriend, if you just got them a bigger chocolate bar.
Yeah, just a Hershey's.
Yeah.
Like literally a Hershey's bar.
Yeah.
Like, thank you.
And then we got pencils that we're pretending are pixie sticks.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, like, everyone should still fuck around with a pixie stick if it's there.
It's more inconvenient to store it or throw it away than to just eat it.
Yeah, just eat it real quick.
Just fucking eat it.
Yeah. I don't care if you cut all the tops off and just go all of them at once. Just fucking eat
Then
it.
you have the zoomies.
Yeah, and then you'll crash and take a nap.
Exactly, dude.
In A tier, you got M&M's, which is honestly just a classic. But there's so many versions of M&M's now that realistically M&M's original are kind of some of the worst.
I agree. I completely agree. I'm never like, ooh, let me get M&M's. I'm always like, let me get the pretzel or the peanut butter or the peanut.
Yeah. Or when you have M&M's, you're like, oh, I really wish it was this version.
Yeah. Or it's like, you know what would make this better? Adding something to it. You know, it's just like,
So then we got Sweet Tarts, which was just promoted. Sweet Tarts are just so fucking good, dude.
I mean,
they're really just so good.
When I'm in the movie theater and it's like they have like those Wonka machines where you like add whatever the fuck you want to that thing, dude, Sweet Tarts goes in 100% of the time.
Sweet Tarts are just that good. They have gummy Sweet Tarts now, dude.
Those are usually the ones that hit me that I'm like, God damn, they kind of melt in your mouth a
Yeah,
little bit.
they're
You're
so
watching the
good.
Avengers. God damn.
And then for straight in the mouth, we got Ring Pops because of the gesture and the taste are actually very good.
And I will say it's been a long time since I've had a ring pop.
Dude,
So I
it's
just have
like
to trust you on it.
no, dude, the Ring Pop flavors are so good, dude. When they got all those mix and match colors and flavor, they're I would say if I had a tier list of lollipops / suckers, Ring Pops is the best, and nothing else is sharing that tier.
Wow.
Nothing. Starburst, just one of the goats.
Yeah.
Skittles, way higher of a goat.
It's true. If I had to pick between Starburst and Skittles, I'd just go Skittles. Mostly just because it's less work.
Oh, and they taste better.
Yeah, that's true.
I personally think
You get
so.
a more conglomerate of flavor in there.
Yeah. And then after that, we got peanut M&Ms, which is just supreme.
God damn, those
Just
are like,
supreme.
those are up
I always do that thing. Do you do that thing with peanut M&Ms where you like bite half of it and then separate all of
Work
it?
it out. It's like that's the child equivalent of tying a cherry stem, you know?
Yeah.
Except way less sexual. Because children.
And less challenging.
Yeah, it's true too. Yeah, but I mean, I always have it in the mouth, and then I'll flip it around, and I'll go like while it's in the mouth, and then I'll take off one of the exoskeletons, and I'll go.
Exoskeletons is crazy.
I'm like pushing on my glass.
After that, we got Jolly Ranchers, which is, dude, you can't get much better than Jolly Ranchers.
God damn. I never think about them, but when they're there.
Yeah, they're great, man. And then after that, this might be in the minority for us. I don't know if anyone's gonna agree with us, but Smarties. Smarties are just goated.
I know it's funny because they're gonna be like, you think the heart candies are chalky, but not the Smarties, and the Smarties aren't as chalky. There's something different.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I don't know, man. It's like when you, obviously they get chalky if you crush them up or whatever, but it's like taste wise, you don't taste chalky.
When we're talking about Fun Dip, like the sugar stick, I'd say the sugar stick is closer to Smarties than it is to
Okay, that's fair. I guess I'll give you that. Unflavored Smarties.
Yeah. God,
Yeah.
it's just so good though. God, I love sugar.
Fucking, like, I feel like anybody, if you've had those fake cigarettes, that is what we mean by chalky.
Yeah.
It's like rough.
There's no real redeeming quality other than the little nose breath you get from your friends when you're like, look. They're like, you know what I'm saying?
Do you remember
That's all it is.
Do you remember the cigarette sticker wrapped gum too, where you'd blow?
Oh no, I
You
never had that. Never had that.
So they had like a sticker of like a cigarette design around a piece of gum.
Okay.
And then when you pulled it out of the fake pack, and you'd blow, the dust from the gum would go through, and it'd make one nice little cloud.
What the fuck?
And then after that, you just ripped the cigarette wrapper off and ate the gum.
Okay. Why were they promoting that? You know what I'm saying?
Different time.
That's two like kid related things where they're like, smoking's actually cool as fuck.
Hey, guess
and
what
funny.
generation came after? Those kids who had the cigarette gums are the same kids who were vaping under the age.
Like, no, it was cool. I used to do it back when I had candy.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. But yeah, that's it.
I remember.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I remember a good story of I had me and my friend Brandon when we were kids living in a trailer park, and we had a pack of that gum with the cigarettes, and we were playing cops and robbers. Whoever the robber was would have the pack of cigarettes.
Oh, yeah.
Just a little gum.
Because cops don't
He'd be like, "Hey, get over here," and he'd be like, "No."
We're like, damn, he's just so defiant and cool. Fuck.
He flicks the fucking gum cigarette.
It's in the face. That's so funny, dude. Wow. But yeah, I think that's that's it for our tier list, and I think that's it for episode 17. What do you think?
I think I love you, and go get laid for Valentine's Day.
Happy
fuckers.
Valentine's Day. Oh, I didn't expect you to go get laid, fuckers. They literally would be fuckers. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, happy Valentine's Day from the Hunter and Billy Can't Fight Show.
We love y'all.
Smash my briefs. I just got them last week. So if you see me in the street, just know these shorts match my briefs. I just got these on sale. I ain't paying retail. And no, the style ain't stale. I didn't get these in the mail. My shorts match my briefs.